My name's Steve Gibbs. I'm 59 years old. I'm Senior Deputy Captain of the Jerrabomber Creek Rural Fire Brigade.
My name's Tom Gibbs.
My name's William Gibbs.
Most brigades will have one or two families in them. Tom's 6'10", Will's 6'8", and I'm 6'4". If you watch Thomas drive, it's an issue, so he stuffs himself in and away we go.
It's all about repetition. You train and you repeat it, so when you have seconds to make decisions, the decisions are automatic.
Residents to the east of a large bushfire burning about an hour out of Canberra have been told it's too late to leave their properties.
The Rural Fire Service says it's moving east towards the town of Braidwood and the small communities of Bombay and Liverpool.
I was outside with the dogs at about 6:30 that night and I started watching the smoke roll up the valley. I could see the glow of it from my backyard, and we're 35, 40 kilometres away in a straight line. It was pretty obvious straight away that it was a big one and that we'd probably be involved.
This fire created its own weather. I was standing on a ridge right on the edge and we felt what we thought was an easterly coming in. But it was actually the head of the fire drawing in air hard enough that it was creating its own wind. All right, Luke, 100 metres off. 3 fingers coming straight at us. And that paddock, as you can see, didn't have a lot of fuel in it. Didn't have a lot of grass. It was fairly eaten out. There was stock in that paddock. And that thing came faster than I've seen it in those paddocks. You know, there was 15-foot wide flames, so you can't jump over it, you can't drive through it. It came skipping across the paddock, consuming everything in front of it. We didn't have a lot of victories, didn't have a lot of wins. We were just steering it around properties. I was on the King's Highway in Braidwood waiting for the machines to catch up, and Dad actually came into the town to do protection in the truck. And he pulled over, saw me, he said, "Make sure you eat, look after yourself, you know, you've got this." You know, we look out for each other and, you know, we've got trust in ourselves.
But plans for a quick rescue were
strange
dropped.
to hear the smothered sound.
One of my earliest memories of Dad actually going away and doing firefighting was the Thredbo landslide. He was away for over a week. When they got back and we all met them at the station, there's a photo of me being held by him when he first got back, and I would have been 4 at the time.
Dad was captain and Mum was a crew leader, and at that time one of the brigade trucks was in our hay shed. So, you know, there was kind of an expectation that that truck had to go, so Mum or Dad had to go.
My wife, when they were younger, we both went, and in hindsight that probably wasn't a clever thing to do, because I think that puts a lot of stress on the children when both parents disappear.
Members of our brigade were coming back from up north or from their deployments and saying, "Hey, things are happening different in the bush. Fire's behaving different, you know. We're running out of water points."
Low pressure pump, 65 one, doesn't have the pressure to fill 2 trucks at once. Yeah.
We stepped up our training and it's paid dividends. We want to get it right in training. We don't want to have to try and figure it out and try and get it right when seconds count.
What have we got? Then we're going to do the rotation again.
Many ACT bushfire volunteers have been deployed to New South Wales over the last 2 months.
It's unrelenting. We're not having those breaks. It's long and we've got months of it to go.
They're very confident people, but again, it's an experience thing as well. And firefighting, in my mind, is one of those things that you learn by experience.
Sorry. Still dealing with the smoke from Friday. I copped it pretty bad.
Were you wearing a mask?
No.
You idiot.
Yeah, I didn't have time.
I still make mistakes. You get home in the morning and think, oh, that was a stupid thing to do.
I remember I was at the back of Tumut, in the middle of nowhere in a paddock on fire, and at that time I had a jacket with my name on it, and this old farmer came up after chasing this fire and he looks at me and he goes, "You wouldn't happen to be Steve Gibbs' son, would you?" And I thought, how does he know my father in the middle of this paddock? When your father's no one like that, you know, you get that respect and that awe of what he's done and what he can do. Family aside, he's someone that I would follow.
They're both grown up into fine men and they're doing a good job. It's a really good thing.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.